Some of these people need to know you came on the ultimatum. It wasn't let's make a deal. It wasn't let's be besties. It is the ultimatum. One of y'all don't want to be with the other person. Now, some of these couples is giving fake. Is somebody on the down low? And we're going to get into it all from a therapist perspective right about now. First of all, okay, you know I love me some toxicity. I'm a therapist who loves toxic relationship shows. And the ultimatum is finally back to give me just what my little heart needs through this holiday season, which is some toxicity and some relationships to analyze from a therapist perspective. Now, it's a whole bunch of couples this season. To me, if you ask me, I ain't about to go through all these couples. I'm going to highlight in episode 1, the ones that stood out, the mess, the drama, the toxicity. Woo, it gave. Okay? So looking at some of these couples, some of the men gave ultimatums, some of the women gave ultimatums. We got about, what, 5, 6 couples. Now, one of the ones we're going to talk about, Aria and Scotty. Okay? Now, they're in a long-distance relationship. Scotty, to me, at times gives vibes that he got something going on in his city. He giving me F-boy, okay? And it's fun because Ariana, when it came to this, some things we saw later in the episode, she was a lot of people's number ones, okay? But he's saying, okay, he wants, I laugh at this now after watching the entire episode. He desires emotional closeness, vulnerability that Aria is not giving him. Of course, y'all live long distance. But sometimes I feel like men say one thing, but they actions say another. And watching him move throughout this episode, you saying that, but your actions not showing that. It really gave me, so yeah, girl, what you want to do? What you want to do? What about a trial marriage? Just me and you. Yeah, girl. It gave me F-boys. It did not give me no, I desire vulnerability. I desire closeness. Men love to take you down this lane, this road of, yeah, I want to be that one. I want to be your husband. I want to be the one you have kids with. I want to be your best friend. The one at the end of the night that, you know, when you come home to, I got you. But them actions say something completely different. And over again, I was just like, what is going on? Are y'all really in a relationship? Do she think y'all a lot closer than what y'all really are? It just, I would not be surprised because, you know, our investigative team over on the Jesse Boo channel, they're going to give us what we need to know. I would not be surprised if he has a whole entire relationship or something going on with a girl in his city, because these long distance relationships really require you to be secure. They require you to trust, and I'm not trusting him. Okay. Now there's also an age gap. And I remember in the cocktail party, he gave the ultimatum, and the old girl was saying she wants to be with somebody who knows what they want. That's why they click. So it ain't gonna work, y'all. A lot of these relationships are so toxic already so soon. You seeing the toxic traits of just like, I'm gonna tell you one thing, my action's gonna show a different thing. I'm gonna try and come off as one type of man, but I'm really not that person. It was a mess. Now, the one couple who really stands out to me is Zay and JR. Okay, because JR, let me know what y'all think, because I don't know. Okay, JR is JR. She gave the ultimatum. Now, these two, I'm not sure if they're really together. It's given we came on here to promote ourselves, our social media, to be influencers, that we're not really in a relationship, because when I see them in the room connecting before the split, it just wasn't giving love. It was given, we made an agreement here. Okay, you go do you, I'm gonna do me, and we gonna at the end make some money. There wasn't a lot of like, I didn't feel the love in the air. I felt the just like opportunity. And a lot of people come on this damn show, these Netflix shows, opportunity. And watching him, you know, when she first came out, she had on that little pink outfit and the booty cheeks was out. I was like, oh, y'all for real showing out. Okay, y'all for real came here to show y'all bodies, to make a brand, to make a name for yourselves. And then he's sitting on the couch with no shirt on. Okay, and let me know, when he first started speaking, was y'all expecting that to be his voice? I was expecting something a little deeper, not as soft, So that also got me thinking, what's really going on here? Okay. Now, a lot of these couples have been together 3 years, 2.5 years. And so they get to the point where they're about to split up. They split, they separate ways. And so we at this pool party, which was a little lackluster. Okay. We're just going to skip on over to the cocktail party. As the episodes go on, if more of the couples show something, I'm going to talk about them. But right now, it was giving dry. All right. So we get to this cocktail party and they playing quarters. Now, back in my day, we used to play King's Cup, but they playing quarters. Okay. Each of these people have to whisper something in one person's ear. And if the quarter is on one side, the other side, you got to, release the question. Okay. What was the question that was spoken in your ear? All right. And now, of course, the cocktail party is messy as F. Okay. And we start to see some of the couples match up. Okay. For their trial relationship. Now, JR and old girl, I can't remember what her name was. Maybe it was Sandy. Okay. They are a fiery couple. Now, I must say, with a lot of these girls, their bodies was out, especially Sandy and Zay. Okay. When she dressed up in that little black outfit for the first day, she came to be seen, girl. Okay. This is what you get in. So that's why, once again, I'm like, are they really in a relationship, or did they come here just for TV? And so going back to this cocktail party, JR talks a lot about his childhood. He has been married, y'all. He said he got married because he grew up in the church, and all that church-ish. Before you lay down with somebody, you gotta be married to them. So did you marry her because you wanted to get in between them sheets and them cheeks? Or were you really in love with her? I'm not quite sure. Something about me just feels like, for that couple, Zay and JR, it just feels so opportunistic. Don't get at me in the comments, okay? It just doesn't feel real to me how easily both of them were able to, her get with Micah and then him go with Sandy. And how long have they been together? For 3 years, supposedly. For y'all to just dip out of y'all relationships and dip in so quick to something else. Now, he also talks about being homeless. He's the middle child. The middle child is normally the lost one, trying to figure themselves out. And they show this clip of him getting dressed. Here, cologne down there, cologne back there. What you need cologne back there for? Okay. He seems also very much focused on physical traits, calves. Everything about him is physically. That's what he's focused on. Not really the richness or the details of the person. We would probably make some good mixed babies, right? Okay. Look at your calves. Second time we heard about the calves. I would love to change calves with you any day. Okay. He just seems to me very focused on physical things, and I just don't see the layers with him. I just don't see the depth of who he is, or that he's invested in the depth of other people. It just seems very surface level. And you got to watch out for these pretty boys, because sometimes there's not a lot going on behind up here than what you see in the chest, the tattoos, the piercings, the little shorts. I'm not getting a lot of who he is outside of that, and I think he's going to waste somebody's time. Okay, I feel like since these two people, Sandy and JR, I think are both Scorpios, they're very fiery. Okay, and I can only imagine how the rest of the season is going to go down between them two. Now, JR, of course, is going to dip in and dip out. Okay, he going to get in between them sheets and them cheeks with one of them girls. And I think it's going to be Sandy. Okay, same thing with Micah. Some of these men go on this show for the opportunity to, I don't want to say cheat because technically they break up, but for the opportunity to have an excuse to dip out. They're just focused so much on wanting to have sex that what they were doing with their partners, some of them were even really together. The only one I really believe out of these two who were really together are Aria and Micah, because the way Micah, when he was holding hands with Zay, I don't know how you say her name. Sorry, I ain't good with the names over here. She melted. How could you hold her hand in front of me? And you could tell that they were trying to, do we hold hands? Do we not? We just gonna hold hands, okay? Because we locked in and we locked out now. Okay, we locked out of our relationships. And we locked in, ain't no going back. You gonna be my trial wife. I didn't chose you, you didn't chose me. We locked in. And she crying. It's interesting because he says that she's not an emotional, touchy person. Something just don't make sense. She in the bathroom crying. Old boy comes in, you want a hug? And she says yes. So I'm like, Michael, you saying that you want something that is the opposite of what your girl is, but I'm seeing she has emotional capacity. She's desiring something, but maybe you are not giving that to her. And maybe it's an opportunity for you to get what you really want, which is somebody else. Okay. But they were messy. Okay. You know, Netflix loves a messy little party. And that's exactly what we got with this episode. The first half was a little bit dry. Okay, but I'm looking forward to seeing how all these couples mismatch, cheat, be selfish, say one thing, but their actions speak another. So let me know, have y'all been watching The Ultimatum? What do you think about this first episode? Because you know, your girl will always get into it. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.